Well, thanks everyone for coming along here today. They say that politics makes for unusual bedfellows. It's fair to say that when I started campaigning some 400 and something days ago, I did not think for one moment that I'd be standing up here, among others, with former Premier Barry O'Farrell. But I think if there was one thing that was going to get us on the same page, it was going to be the love and support that we all have for our beloved Tigers. We're here today to announce the additional funding from the Federal Labor Party of an additional $5 million to the Tigers Centre for Excellence. Now, for those of you who don't know and who haven't followed this project along for the last few years, this is going to be a magnificent training facility for not just the Tigers, though they will certainly be one of the chief beneficiaries of this, but also interline soccer men and women's teams and West Harbour footy men and women's teams and junior teams as well. So if you walk through the facilities here, I don't think it's wrong to say that for a team of the stature, the history and the prominence of the Tigers, the training facilities just aren't up to scratch. We need to bring them into the 21st century as a community. So as soon as I got pre-selected, the Tigers were on the phone, having meetings, grabbing me at every possible opportunity to say, we need some extra funding to make this thing go, to make this thing live. I don't mind saying I called in just about every favour, pulled every string that I possibly could to get this funding today. So we're exceptionally proud and pleased to be able to play a small role in this, but an important role in that it kicks this project off and makes it live. So I might hand over to Barry O'Farrell and then Moses, and then if there's any questions, we can do that at the end.
So this is a terrific day for the West Tigers Football Club. It's also a good day for the local community because this facility will be a multi-purpose facility that will support a community that's going through the sorts of development pressures we're seeing all over Sydney. But it's critically important for a football club of the calibre of West Tigers, with the sorts of players we have. Good facilities produce even better players, and both the coach and the players deserve the best possible facilities. This has been a priority of the board for some time. We're delighted with state government support. We're delighted with the additional support from the council who manage the project, but this $5 million will assist in ensuring this becomes a reality to deliver to this community a much needed facility, but importantly to deliver to male and female players of West Tigers the facilities they deserve to give their supporters the heart and the hope that they want out of this team. Moses, it's all yours.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, firstly, I'd just like to thank state government and council for the opportunity to I guess, train in a facility of state of the art and keep up with the times. I think when you think rugby league, you think community, and especially West Tigers. West Tigers and community go hand in hand to I guess, unite the community with West Tigers and not only our NRL team, but West Harbour, as mentioned, the new females teams that are coming up and the junior league teams. It's a great opportunity to bring community together and closer and bond. So I'd just like to thank the council, local government for the opportunity to do that, and thanks everyone for coming out here.
Okay, do we have any questions?
Well, I guess first of all for you, Minister, why was this important to do this? Why this project?
Well, not minister and not yet member. Look, I've been a lifelong Tigers fan. I went to school with Robbie Farah. We played one game together. I think you learned a bit from me. That's a lie to say that, but I've been a lifelong Tigers fan. So it was an easy project for me to support. When you look at the membership of this club, when you look at the love and the passion that members of the community feel for this club, and the ownership and the pride that they take in this club, it's frankly a super easy project for any politician to support.
This ground, I think, hosted the final of the 1987
It
World Cup. It's got a storied history. Is it disappointing that it's got to this stage?
I don't think it's disappointing. I think it's just the reality of where we are, that it has gotten here. So let's not worry about what the process has been to get here. Let's just fix it. And I think that's what the community expects. That's what the community wants. They will just want us to get on the job and make sure that the teams going forward have the best facilities that we can possibly provide for them so they can do the best job that they can possibly do.
How long until construction's underway, I guess?
I might get Peter to...
Yeah, that's plan to commence construction in February to March next year.
And talk us through the process, what this will entail, how much, where the guys will go, what's going to happen here.
So in terms of that, we plan to, we're shortly lodging a development application, and then we plan to go through a tender process which will commence works, as I said, in February to March next year. After that, we will look for some temporary relocation for the West Tigers. We've looked at some training facilities, and we're looking something within the city of Canada Bay in one of our other areas. So we'll just have some temporary location, the same for West Harbour and the same for Interlions. So we've got an abundance of sporting fields in our area, and we plan to use those to share around to provide facilities throughout the construction work.
And what sort of work are we going to see happen here?
So it'll be demolition of both the grandstands. There'll be then construction and the replacement of the grandstand over here will be the West Tigers Centre of Excellence. There'll be community meeting rooms, there'll be training facilities, better change rooms for both men and women's, for both soccer, rugby union and rugby league. There'll also be greater community activation, and we're very proud with the City of Canada Bay to also providing 4 indoor basketball courts with the support of the New South Wales Government, with a gym and a creche, as well as an abundance of parking, a cafe and greater community access through the site.
What's the target completion date, like moving date?
At this stage, we're estimating it'll take approximately 18 months to 2 years to construct.
We might get Mr. O'Farrell, if that's
Yep.
okay. What did you make of the facilities here?
Well, the facilities are substandard, and it's a tribute and credit to the coaching staff and the boys and girls who use those facilities that they're performing so well. But as I said before, for a whole variety of reasons, from my perspective, from a health perspective, from a football perspective in terms of performance, we deserve to give West Tigers players the best possible opportunities to get out there on the field and deliver for the fans.
As a proud Liberal man, what's it like to be,
Well-
sleeping with the enemy? Or is it
Well-
just a good example of
We're just good friends.
I didn't know that was part of the deal, but but look, there's no news in who I'm voting for. There's great news in today's announcement. It's good news for the local community. It's terrific news for the men and women who play for West Tigers and for the supporters of the West Sigers Football Club.
Will this ensure that you don't have to relocate? Like, that there was talk of the Tigers having to relocate, and you're opposed to that. Would this kind of ensure that you don't?
Go and talk to the NRL about those matters. West Tigers' future is here in Sydney, and this commitment by Sam Crosby, for which we're grateful, will be another sign that the West Tigers Football Club's here to stay.
And would you say $5 million is the kind of like the final piece in the puzzle to making this a reality?
Well, it's an $18 million project. We've got secured funding from the state government, for which we're equally grateful, and this $5 million will ensure that when it's opened in 18 months or so time, you'll see a magnificent facility, not just for the West Tigers Football Club, but as the General Manager said, for the broader community. We'll see everything from mothers groups here to some of the great players for West Tigers.
And I might just ask Moses now.
Moses?
Sorry, going through
One of the great
it.
players.
No worries.
Moses, I guess, how do the facilities here impact you guys? Because when you compare it to other clubs, it really isn't up to scratch.
Yeah, look, I've been a part of obviously a previous club where it has a centre of excellence, and I guess nowadays with the game being so competitive and so tight and every player being so fit and strong, the smallest of advantages can help. It's the fact that they have the state-of-the-art machines. We obviously don't, and like Barry mentioned, it can be the difference sometimes. So we've made do with what we've got. Our coaching staff and physical staff do an extremely good job, and we make use of what we have. But to take that next step and obviously be the beneficial of a $5 million grant, we can make those dreams come true.
Do these kind of things help attract players to clubs, and is there a bit of sort of jealousy when you look at clubs like maybe Penrith and I guess Parramatta and even South Sydney, the setups that they've got?
I certainly think it could help the recruitment for sure. People want to be involved in quality organisations, and to have a state-of-the-art facility that's inviting, and it is bigger than that. It's bigger than us. I think Barry mentioned it as well. It's part of the community now. West Tigers are huge about community. It's what we do. We want to grow the community, and I guess to interact with, with the mothers groups. We have a creche here, basketball courts. It's much broader than rugby league.
What do the players make of this plan?
Yeah, we're all excited. Can't wait. It's obviously a couple of years away. Our focus is here now, but to be involved and to be a part of it, I guess it's another part of history in a club with such rich history.